Big Brainer Podcast. My name is Dana Ohana, and this is the place where you're going to learn more about brand building, social media, other marketing topics through the journey of entrepreneurship. And today, the topic is about forgiveness. And I want to share on a personal note, like why I've chosen this topic. It's because today it's Yom Kippur for the Jewish religion, which is all about forgiveness. And I found myself going early in the morning to the beach to do a little ceremony of, well, in Hebrew it's called tashlich, which means that you basically letting go of things. And I found it that like I was in the water and dipping in and then like releasing lots of things. And one of the things that I've asked for is that I'm going to learn to forgive myself more, to have more compassion for myself, for my actions. And I think a lot of us in the journey of entrepreneurship, we find ourselves that, we very like thinking like about everything we do that we could have done more. We could have done, like, I know when I was working in corporate, yes, there were other topics that I wasn't that like having compassion towards myself. But regarding work, like I don't remember saying too many times that like, oh, I could have done more. I could have done this. You have a project, you do it. You have a team. You're not doing it alone. You're sharing with some others. But when you have your own business, you finding yourself. I know for sure that I do. That sometimes I'm telling myself, maybe I could have done more. Maybe if I'll do more, I'll get like other stuff. Or I should have not done this. I should have not done this. Maybe I could have done this. There are so many things like in your head. And then you finding yourself like being too hard on yourself, too harsh on yourself, instead of actually letting go and being okay and accepting and sharing some love towards ourselves. If you resonate with me, I would love for you to share it with me on the different platforms. Just find me on also Big Consulting on the different social media platforms. But I felt like it's a very important topic to speak about because I know for sure about myself that when I started my business, I didn't have patience for like I wanted things, I wanted them to happen now. And then every time I used to tell myself like, okay, why is it not happening now? What have I done wrong? Always blaming myself on things like you could have done this, maybe you should do this. Like always my mind was constantly working. I was overthinking about everything pretty much. But then like at certain points I would remind myself, wait. You work so hard, but like when you used to work in corporate, you would take a break here, you would have done this. And then slowly in time, I really learned to have more patience for myself, to learn to say, that's okay that you don't want to do this. That's okay to take a break. Because once I allowed myself to take breaks, for example, during the day, and just to lie on the couch and watch TV, after 20 minutes, I already get my motivation back, right? But because I learned to forgive myself and say, that's okay that today you don't feel like working. That's okay that today you're not in a good mood like to film a video. That's okay. When I learn to have compassion for myself, for what I go through, for the days, and to remember that not every day I'm going to be high. There's going to be lots of days that I'm also going to be in the low. And I need to learn to accept it. And once I start forgiving myself for all the different things that like happening, the flow became amazing. That's why like when I went today in the morning to the beach to do my little ceremony of letting go of things, and like I was like in the sea and there were waves, so the water were not like relaxed kind of, but I was like telling myself, go with the flow, let the waves take you, forgive yourself, have more compassion towards yourself, just let things be, because you cannot control everything in life. We can only control our reaction to the different situation, but we cannot control the actual situation. We cannot prevent the different events to happen. We can just, control how we react to things. And I think once we discover that that's okay to have bad days, that's okay to make wrong decisions or to do, like things that are maybe not as we wanted them to. That's okay. It's part of the journey. And what I love about this topic is that if I'm going to link it now to the branding side of things, is that we are the brand and we need to share it. We need to put it out there. We need to share with the audience the moments that we are maybe too hard on ourselves, the moments that we learn to forgive ourselves, to learn to share the moments that are not so easy, the moments that are not just all about like happy and smile and success and like all of those. Because we all experience the same. We all have our ups and downs. We all riding a roller coaster. We maybe have different rides and we maybe not going up and down on the same time. Probably not, but that's the beauty of it. But we need to learn to enjoy the ride. And one of the things that really helps to learn to enjoy the ride is that you find yourself forgiving yourself, accepting the situations, accepting yourself. Because once you also accept yourself, you kind of emptying some space, right? To allow yourself to bring new changes, new things to come, new behaviors, new habits, all of it. It's because we learn to let go and say, okay, so what? So it wasn't working. So I didn't make the right thing. I could have maybe worked more, but you know what? I didn't. That's what I could have gave at that specific moment. And I'm fine with this. And that is why it's very important, like in my opinion, to really find that spot and forgive ourselves, but also share it with the audience. Show your authenticity. Show how you being true to yourself. And that's okay, because even me, as a social media expert, I also share that I don't always have the mood to create a video because maybe I have gray hair, because maybe I didn't do, I don't know, like I feel like bloated and I cannot do this. Or maybe because I'm just not in the mood because someone pissed me off. That's okay. That's why when I'm on a happy, good day, I'll create a few videos. So I have like, like a pile of videos that I can use. Or not even to post. Or maybe I can actually bring from a different platform. That's the beauty of it. So I hope you have some takeaways from this and that you're going to learn to forgive yourself a bit more, to find more compassion towards what we do, our actions, and share it and put it out there and don't be afraid. This is part of the journey. But if we want to learn to forgive and forget sometimes, we're going to get stuck in a loop. So put it out there, accept it, and just go with the flow.